Hi, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the weekly crypto tech review of Bitcoin and one of last week's trailblazers, Chainlink. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, and the week's support, resistance and pivot levels. This is the crypto tech analysis for the week ending January the 24th. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the daily candlesticks, bearish start to the week here on Monday morning. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 35,512 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 43,889. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 40,000 levels, however. So barring an extended rally through the week, expect last week's high at 40,001 to cap any upside in the week. That would leave Bitcoin short of that first major resistance level. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin break through its all-time high 41,969 to test resistance at 45,000 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 44,878. A fall through the pivot level would bring the 23.6% fib at 33,008 and the first major support level sitting at 31,023 into play. Barring an extended sell-off through the week, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 30,000 levels and the 38.2% fib at 27,405. The second major support level sits at 26,146. Looking at the MACD, we've got a widening of the bearish histogram supporting this early morning pullback following last week's bearish cross. On the EMAs, however, we are seeing the 50 hold its ground against the 100 and the 200, so that's inconclusive. So key through the early part of the week would be to avoid a fall through the pivot and the 23.6% fib to then break back through to 40,000 levels to then target 45,000 levels. Failure to do that and you've got support levels in play. Moving across to Chainlink against the US dollar, it's bearish start to the week as well. Good need to see Chainlink avoid the pivot at 19.85 to take a run at the first major resistance level that's sitting at 27.19. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Chainlink to break out from its all-time high and last week's high 23.7392. So barring an extended rally in the week, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of another breakout, should see Chainlink test resistance at 30 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 31.09. A fall through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 18.5 into play before any recovery. Barring an extended sell-off in the week, Chainlink should stay clear of last week's low 12.5. First major support level sitting at 15.95 and the 38.2% fib at 15.2 should limit any downside in the week. Looking at the MACD, we got a widening of the bullish histograms this morning at the start of the week, supporting further upside through the early part of the week. On the EMAs, the 50 is also pulling away from the 100 and the 200, another bullish signal. So key through the early part of the week, avoid the pivot at 19.85 and break out from last week's high 23.7392 to then bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and you've got support levels in play.